Access now. Weekdays, 7:30 p.m. Tune in and get your fill of community news. Family Island news, entertainment, and, well, sometimes slithering animals. That's the Bahamas Tonight. Access now. Weekdays, 7:30 p.m. Only the sun covers the Bahamas better. Hi, I'm Desmond Saunders. I want you to tune in to the new weekend edition, Saturdays and Sundays at 7 p.m., where we have a whole lot of new stuff for you. All right, so I'll give you a sneak preview. Boldly Bahamians, Sizzle Saturdays, Parliamentary Bench, just to name a few. So buckle up and get ready for the ride. Coming this fall, the new weekend edition. Stay close. Only the sun covers the Bahamas better.
When a hurricane watch or warning is issued, medical emergency services are placed on high alert.
At Fort Montague, I'm Opal Roach. This is ZNS.
ZNS News is brought to you by the new BTC. Fiber is here. Faster, stronger, more reliable. Together, we are unstoppable. Switch today.
Coming up in the Bahamas Tonight, the weekend edition, Arawak Cay's iconic fish fry left in ruins after a fierce early morning blaze tears through its western strip. Stay tuned for team coverage. Plus, the massive Brooklyn Bridge barge that was stuck on an Abaco reef has now been refloated. In sports, the Bahamas Archery Federation hosting its inaugural archery in the school's national championships. Tonight, the National Report starts now. Well, good Sunday evening. I'm Desmond Saunders, and welcome to the broadcast. Arawak Cay, one of the country's most beloved cultural hubs, lies in ruins tonight, reduced to rubble after a ferocious early morning blaze tore through its western end, destroying several iconic stalls and leaving a deep scar on the heart of the fish fry. Our team coverage begins tonight with our Lloyd Allen, who is on the scene.
As chaos ensued, the area becoming consumed with vendors, patrons, and bystanders, all in shock and attempting to do just about anything to assist in what appeared to be a fight between the blaze and maintaining one of the country's landmark destinations. Superintendent Quincy McGregor from the Fire Services shared what officials have learned about the cause of the fire, reported to authorities just minutes before 9 a.m. Sunday.
Upon arrival, officers met a two-story wooden structure engulfed in flames, and the fire was aggressively attacked, brought under control, and extinguished. However, the building was destroyed along with 5 other buildings nearby. Trudy's,
On the Edge, Rake and Scrape, Goldie's, Brother Eddie, and Red Snapper, iconic seaside eateries that were either reduced to rubble or partially destroyed. President of the Arawak Cay Kingfish Food Vendors Association, Rodney Russell, says many of the establishments were staples to the tourist destination for more than 3 decades, with losses in the millions and none of which were insured.
We do not have no property on the fish fry insured. Why? Some years ago, we tried to insure places in Arawak Cay to have a general insurance. All insurance companies told us that we cannot insure your buildings for 2 reasons. They are too close together and they are made out of wood.
Manager at Goldie's, Kirkleen Evans, also shared that several employees were in the establishment at the time of the fire. Luckily, there were no injuries. However, she is saddened to learn of the fire at the place she says she has been a part of since childhood.
We've watched Goldie's all our life, so this is very sad for us. It's devastating news, but we trust God through it all. We believe that we'll rebuild stronger and better.
For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Lloyd Allen.
Lloyd, thanks much. Lloyd Allen on the scene today. Well, as smoke lingered over the site this morning, Prime Minister the Honorable Philip Davis, along with several cabinet ministers, toured the devastation, assuring vendors that the government is stepping in urgently. He promised rapid action to begin rebuilding and to help those affected to get back on their feet as quickly as possible.
This Arawak Cay has become a tourist attraction. Serving Bahamian food,
our culture is displayed here very often, and so it is important for us to come out of this as quickly as possible. And we'll be meeting with the owners affected by the fire sometime early tomorrow morning. We'll try to start cleaning up right away. We'll bring some assistance to ensure that normalcy is returned to this side, what I call the west side of Arawak Cay.
The Prime Minister says the fire underscores long-standing concerns about safety and sanitation on the property and may now fast-track long-discussed redevelopment plans.
This gives us the opportunity for quite some time. We're thinking about how we could redevelop Arawak Cay to ensure proper sanitation, minimize fire hazards, and to ensure that this place is healthy. And so this gives us that opportunity to continue, particularly we can start on this side, and that will be starting as soon as we start cleaning up this area.
But the damage runs deeper than the debris. With stalls wiped out and livelihoods disrupted, many workers are now left in limbo. The nation's chief has pledged swift relief to impacted vendors while teams begin the push to restore the iconic tourist hub to the lively, world-famous stop that draws thousands of cruise visitors year-round.
This has become a major tourist attraction, particularly for the cruise passengers come. You can see them walking here almost every daily, and they're here enjoying what we have to offer at this site.
Thanks, everybody.
And so right now we need to get it back, and we'll be doing it soon.
Well, tonight the Free Nation Movement is responding to the devastating fire that ripped through the western end of Arawak Cay, destroying several well-known restaurants at one of the nation's most iconic cultural hubs. In an official statement, Leader of the Opposition, Michael Pintard, says the road to recovery must be an all-hands-on effort, calling on government, private partners, and the wider community to unite in rebuilding the cultural landmark stronger than before. Pintard adds the Free Nation Movement stands ready to play a meaningful role in restoring the energy, spirit, and economic heartbeat that makes the fish fry a national treasure. While the PLP and FNM candidates for the Fort Charlotte constituency crossing the political divide, uniting to support recovery efforts and to help vendors chart a new path towards rebuilding. Sebastian of the Progressive Labour Party and Travis Robinson of the Free Nation Movement visited Arawak Cay soon after fire officials contained the blaze, both describing the destruction as a severe setback for business owners already navigating through a tough economy.
Built while it's a temporary inconvenience for patrons and vendors, no lives lost, and the damage that we see here right now can be rectified. I know that this is high season, so it's very unfortunate because this is a tourism product for us. So, you know, this is not at the right time. It's never the right time for something like this. This gives us an opportunity to master plan fish fry in a way that I think was intended, but, you know, no one could have foreseen that, you know, one vendor turned into two and two turned into three, and then it was kind of ad hoc. This gives us the time to take a step back, master plan this.
Free Nation Movement Fort Charlotte candidate Travis Robinson expressing his support to assist Arawak Cay vendors.
My heart goes out to the owners of the various stalls that were destroyed just a few minutes ago this morning. We will work with them from my office to ensure that they build back and build back even better. This will cause us to be able to look at how we treat with the protocols surrounding the building infrastructure and to revise laws that are in place that governs this fish fry area.
Well, days after the Brooklyn Bridge barge ran aground at Abaco, prompting environmental concerns as well as possible cargo loss, the Ministry of Energy and Transport says the vessel has been successfully refloated and removed from the reef. According to a press release published by the ministry, the Brooklyn Bridge barge is being transported to Jacksonville, Florida, where it will undergo a thorough inspection and inventory review. Officials also note that an environmental assessment will also be carried out to evaluate any potential environmental impact the incident could have caused, and necessary legal penalties will be imposed on the barge in accordance with established regulations. The ministry, speaking in conjunction with the Port Department, notes that it remains dedicated to upholding its responsibilities and safeguarding the marine environment. All still to come, the Prime Minister touring major infrastructural upgrades on Cat Island. That and more when we come back.
While others see customers as numbers, we see our customers as people, neighbors, friends who deserve more than one-sided connections. That's why we are redefining what real connection is by prioritizing our customers and showing our appreciation by putting our money where your loyalty is. BTC customers, claim your $200 Bahamas Air gift card when you add postpaid mobile to your internet plan. That's loyalty that flows both ways.
I worked hard every single day, from primary school into secondary school. My name is Darren Pickstock. I started to work at Atlantis as a space cleaner. Nobody could beat me. I took pride in my job. After that, I went to the UK to study law. I'm very proud of my work in the Senate, my advocacy for suicide prevention, my record in empowering young people, and also food security. I'm the chairman of the Bahamas Agricultural and Industrial Corporation. I believe that it is important for us to feed ourselves. So I see that as a national security issue. The government has done a lot, but the reality is there is a lot more to be done. The cost of living is always increasing, and so to be able to bring down the cost of food will assist people in being able to eat properly. Investing in Bahamians is important, extremely important. It is about opening the door. People just want an opportunity. I am very result-driven, and that is what Golden Isles will see me as.
Diet-friendly special.
Prime Minister, the Honorable Philip Davis, was on Cat Island, where he inspected ongoing works at the island's two airports, works that the Prime Minister believes are important to ensuring accessibility and growth for all islands across the country. Cobalt Python reports.
In New Bight, construction is progressing on a 21,000-square-foot terminal building. When complete, it will be state-of-the-art, accommodating immigration and customs and various airlines. Along with the construction of this new terminal building, a fire and watchtower. Its developer, Bishop Anthony Roca, couldn't be more pleased with the work done.
There's no other airport in the Commonwealth of the Bahamas has this type of design. And that's one of the most powerfulest features, because we have daylight system coming into this airport. A lot of lights and the things that the Agitech has drawn make it so special and unique.
Prime Minister the Honorable Philip Davis led a delegation to tour the work taking place on his home island last week, and even he sounded impressed with its progress.
We are building for the future, taking into mind resilience and sustainable development. So this edifice will also have solar to help with the power generation for this property and to reduce our carbon footprints.
In the north, the nearly 7,500-square-foot airstrip and accompanying apron are near complete at the Arthurstown Airport. Stanley Webb of North Cat Island Construction is expecting the work his team is doing in constructing a new terminal building will be completed by early in the new year.
Right now, we at the construction point of it, we at bell course, we pouring the bell today. We'll be finished with pouring the bell today, and we're going to let it dry for about 2 weeks, set properly, and then we're going to have the roof on between now and the end of the month.
And Prime Minister Davis assures that work to upgrade airports across the country are ongoing.
This is not just here in Cat Island, but all of the islands you'll see upgrades. The airports, which is, again, a catalyst for connectivity, and what better way to have people coming to the island to ensuring that they could get there. You do that by ensuring that you have proper docks, proper airports, and runway.
For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Corbell Pyfrom.
Family of the late Honorable Winston Gus Cooper announcing in a publicly released statement that birthday celebrations for Cooper tonight at the Valley Boys Junketer Practice will be held in collaboration with the world-famous Valley Boys Junketer Group and no other fraction. Cassandra Cooper, widow of the late Gus Cooper, acknowledging that her husband was a man of tradition, decency, and honor, values that remain deeply embedded in the spirit, actions, and legacy of the Valley Boys under the leadership of Chairman Brian Adderley. The Cooper family goes on to state that any celebration or activity occurring outside of the world-famous Valley Boys is not supported by any member of the family and is instead an attempt to manipulate, misrepresent, or weaponize the Cooper name, which belongs to the Bahamian people. Well, switching gears tonight, just days before the Golden Owls by-election, the Coalition of Independents held a motorcade Saturday, rallying supporters and strengthening its presence on the streets. The party's Golden Owls candidate, Brian Roll, says the motorcade is not just a show of visibility, but also a reminder of what Bahamians must continue to protect.
How many of us have the financial means to pack up our family and move to a different country and survive for at least 6 months if this country gets really, really bad? Not many of us can do that. So definitely, people, we have to protect what we have.
Then the Story of Sports is up next.
Hi, I'm Brett Burrows, Vice President of Retail and Sales here at CBS Bahamas. When it comes to delivery, we've got you covered. For our Family Island customers, we offer complimentary drop-off to the mailboat of your choice. And for our Nassau customers, island-wide delivery is just $5, no matter how much or how little you may order. Shop online today at cbsbahamas.com.
Our company offers a simple philosophy, open hands. What do open hands mean? If you keep your hands closed, nothing comes in, nothing goes out. If you keep your hands open, a lot of things comes in, a lot of things goes out. We cannot expect to be a successful company without blessing our community and blessing our country.
My good friend and valued client, Dominic Stirrup, approached me following a meeting we had and told me of the idea that he had of feeding 10,000 Bahamians on Thanksgiving.
There was a lot of details to put together, had to figure out how to get it done. But at the end, it was worth it. At the end, it gave me a heart of gratitude to know that our company is reaching out to so many persons.
We invite you on a journey to witness an extraordinary chapter in the story of the Bahamas Striping Group of Companies, a tale of compassion, unity, and the true spirit of Thanksgiving.
Introducing the Focal Smart Pass app that helps you to fuel up faster. Here's how it works. Download the app on the App Store or get it on Google Play and create your profile with payment details. Visit your nearest Shell station, open the app, scan the pump's QR code, select your payment amount, and begin fueling. Say goodbye to cash and cards because the Focal Smart Pass offers secure and convenient payment options right at your fingertips. Download Focal Smart Pass now and fuel up faster today.
What can this mean?
The killer is trying to cover their tracks. Mr. Boniface was attacked last night. Tell me she's not dead. You'll need my assistance.
Why is that?
In case of clues of a biblical nature. A false witness shall not be unpunished.
I'll get you for this, Judith Bunyan. There's a body.
With him dead and me with the money. You'd be the main suspect. I think we can rule out natural causes.
So, do you recognize this?
Where the blazes did you find that? The police have enough evidence to convict you twice over.
But why, when he was thrown out of the window, are the three tools of death? Rope, knife, no.
You absolve sins, I collect debts. That's what I do, mate.
Mr. Royce, I'm arresting you on suspicion of murder.
Welcome to your stress-free Sunday sports check. I'm Eugene Stewart. The Bahamas Archery Federation hosting its inaugural Archery in the Schools National Championship. The event hosted at the AF Adley Gym aims to provide an outlet for all through the sport and to ensure inclusivity for all schools involved.
The archers who are competing today, they are members of clubs in the federation. So we thought, okay, we will have those archers represent their school. So some of the principals are here as well, and they were invited to bring out a contingent of persons to support their athlete and to see what archery is actually about. And we want to integrate it into the physical education curriculum for all schools. The numbers on the floor here, they represent the number of targets. So each target will have a corresponding number, and that will tell the athlete which target they have been assigned to shoot on. Because we have such a large contingent of athletes, not everyone will be able to shoot at the same time. So we have a formula. We have them categorized into A, B, and C, D. So when A and B is called, they would be the ones shooting, while the other ones will be waiting on the line to shoot. We also have the blue markings. They will tell the distance and also where the athlete should be standing before they actually execute the shot.
Stover says the sport is for all walks of life and the door is open for all to get involved.
There are many athletes, students, who would like to participate in sport. However, they feel as though they are challenged in doing so. So archery is a sport that is open to anyone, any age. Our youngest is age 3 and our eldest person is actually 86. She's here today and she shoots as well. We also have para archers. We have 2 that are blind, and we have those who have amputations. So we want to expose everyone to not only doing a sport, but also to maintain health and wellness.
The Bahamas Chess Federation and its Smart Moves program aims to structure the educational side of chess into the classroom. Bahamas Chess Federation President Curtis Pride tells us more.
Chess is a proven and effective educational tool. It's not just a game. And FIDE, the International Chess Federation, along with the International Schools Federation, has just deemed 2026 as the year of chess in education. And so there's an international effort that is being made to integrate chess into classrooms all around the world, which means that more students and kids will be learning chess, which is going to increase the popularity.
Since their launch on October 6th, Pride says the involvement has received traction from many schools thus far.
And we currently have 14 schools engaged in that program. Along with that program, we have an initiative called Night School that's actually training one teacher or adult from each of those schools how to play chess and how to teach chess, so that after our 8-week program is finished in the school, they can carry on teaching the kids and managing their own program.
And that's been your stress-free Sunday Sports Check. I'm Eugene Stewart. Enjoy your evening.
Is the Little Caesars Stuffed Crust Pizza. Get more pizza for less money. Only $12. It's a whole new level of pizza with cheese stuffed crust so spectacular that there's nothing left.
Pizza.
A delicious pepperoni pizza with the crust stuffed with lots of cheese and brushed with butter and garlic flavor and sprinkled with Parmesan cheese. Hot and ready Thursday to Saturday between 4 and 8 for only $12. Simply irresistible. And only at Little Caesars.
Pizza.
I worked hard every single day, from primary school into secondary school. My name is Darren Pickstock. I started to work at Atlantis as a space cleaner. Nobody could beat me. I took pride in my job. After that, I went to the UK to study law. I'm very proud of my work in the Senate, my advocacy for suicide prevention, my record in empowering young people, and also food security. I'm the chairman of the Bahamas Agricultural and Industrial Corporation. I believe that it is important for us to feed ourselves. So I see that as a national security issue. The government has done a lot, but the reality is there is a lot more to be done. The cost of living is always increasing, and so to be able to bring down the cost of food will assist people in being able to eat properly. Investing in Bahamians is important, extremely important. It is about opening the door. People just want an opportunity. I am very result-driven, and that is what Golden Isles will see me as.
Time now for a check on tonight's weather forecast. Diane Dorsey joins us in the studio with the latest temperatures. Good evening, Diane.
Good evening, Desmond. As always, let's start with a quick look at the tropics. The countdown is on with now 14 days left in the 2025 Atlantic hurricane season. The tropics are quiet. No tropical cyclone development is expected over the next 7 days. Now, outside the studios, conditions are partly cloudy with a temperature of 77 degrees. Winds are east at 3 miles per hour. Humidity is standing at 66%, and pressure is at 29.99 inches or 1,015.7 millibars. And across the Family Islands, here's how temperatures are looking. In the northwest Bahamas, Freeport City, Green Turtle Key, Allenstown, Bimini, all at 76 degrees. Bullocks Harbor and Marsh Harbor, Abaco at 78. Moving down to the central Bahamas, Fresh Creek, Central Andros at 80 degrees. Camp Space, South Andros and Black Point, Exuma 81. Harbor Island at 76, Rock Sunny, Luther 78. And for Arthurstown, Cat Island, Georgetown, Exuma, Rumkey and San Salvador, all at 80 degrees. And for our southernmost islands, Clarencetown, Crooked Island, Ragged Island at 81 degrees. Betsy Bay and Acklands at 84, Matthew Taninago 81, and for the Turks and Caicos Islands, 82 degrees. For boulders in the northwest Bahamas tonight and tomorrow, winds will be light and variable with flat seas. Low tide at 11:19 tonight, followed by a high tide at 5:39 tomorrow morning. Now in the central and southeast Bahamas, winds will be easterly at 10 to 15 knots with seas 2 to 4 feet. So it'll be another smooth day for boating across those waters. Our satellite picture still showing those lingering clouds over the southeast Bahamas and the Turks and Caicos, which may bring about a couple of showers. Elsewhere, those skies are mostly clear. Now tonight, you can expect a temperature of 68 degrees with mostly clear skies, and tomorrow, mostly sunny with a temperature of 81 degrees. Now looking ahead to your extended weather forecast, expect a lovely week with sunny days and very mild nights throughout the islands. It's a start to another week, and I hope you have a great one. Desmond.
Well, thanks, Diane. And before we end our newscast, information for you for the advanced poll. And this is some good information, very important and critical information for you for the advanced poll that we want you to keep in mind. In the event you cannot find your voter's card, or you can still vote using a passport, driver's license, or national insurance smart card. In terms of the time off to vote, an employee registered as a voter in the Golden Isles constituency is entitled to 2 hours to vote in addition to an hour for lunch. Employers cannot deduct pay or other remuneration. In such a case, should this happen, he or she will be fined $1,000 or jailed for a period not exceeding 6 months. Well, that's going to do it for the Bahamas tonight, the weekend edition. Thank you so much for making ZNS your first choice for news and information, as only the sun covers the Bahamas better than ZNS. On behalf of the entire team, thanks for watching. Have a good night.
Our company offers a simple philosophy, open hands. What do open hands mean? If you keep your hands closed, nothing comes in, nothing goes out. If you keep your hands open, a lot of things comes in, a lot of things goes out. We cannot expect to be a successful company without blessing our community and blessing our country.
My good friend and valued client, Dominic Stirrup, approached me following a meeting we had and told me of the idea that he had of feeding 10,000 Bahamians on Thanksgiving.
There was a lot of details to put together, had to figure out how to get it done. But at the end, it was worth it. At the end, it gave me a heart of gratitude to know that our company is reaching out to so many persons.
We invite you on a journey to witness an extraordinary chapter in the story of the Bahamas Striping Group of Companies, a tale of compassion, unity, and the true spirit of Thanksgiving.